Football is undoubtedly one of the most passionate sports in the world. If you support a team and regularly watch some matches, you surely know that this sport is proof that miracles can indeed happen. But don't think these miracles only happen on the field. In fact, today we will hear the story of a poor little boy who managed to fulfill his biggest dream and almost had a tragic ending because of a shirt made of plastic bags. I kindly ask for your support by subscribing to the channel and giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you very much, and let's begin. Murtaza Ahmadi is a child who, like many others around the world, dreams of becoming a football player. Every day, he would go to his backyard and play with his old ball all day long. Unfortunately, for Murtaza, achieving this dream seemed nearly impossible. The place where he and his family lived, the district of Jaghori in Afghanistan, was a stage for various conflicts between a political group called the Taliban and the Afghan army. To make matters worse, this group hated football. Between 1996 and 2001, when they took control of a city called Kabul, they completely banned football and even turned stadiums into execution sites. But none of this stopped young Murtaza, who was only 6 years old and loved this sport. His favorite player was the number 10 for Argentina, Lionel Messi, one of the greatest players of all time, and one of his biggest dreams was to have a Messi jersey from the Argentine national team. Unfortunately, his family couldn't afford it. They were not completely impoverished, as they lived in a simple but comfortable house and had food to eat every day. However, buying a football jersey, which is not one of the cheapest items, was definitely out of their budget. That child's dreams seemed like they would never come true, but his father would do something that would change everything. Murtaza's parents, though poor, loved their son deeply and tried to give him everything they could. One day, when they were at a supermarket, they saw something that gave them a brilliant idea. The plastic bag they were using to pack their groceries was white with blue stripes, making it look remarkably similar to the Argentine national team jersey. Since it didn't have any supermarket or company logos on it, Murtaza's father had the idea to surprise his son. Using a lot of creativity, he turned that simple bag into an improvised national team uniform. He made a hole at the bottom so that it would function as a shirt and wrote the number 10 with Messi's name on it. When he showed the Argentine jersey he had made to his son, the boy's eyes lit up. Though it wasn't an official uniform, it was enough to make Murtaza very happy. Every day, before leaving for football, he would put on his shirt almost as if it were a sacred garment. Seeing how much he liked his gift, Murtaza's brother decided to take a picture of him and post it on social media. This simple photo of a boy wearing a bag with Messi's name ended up changing the lives of that family completely. The image became famous all over the world, catching the attention of many people, especially football enthusiasts, as it clearly showed that poverty couldn't stop someone from loving this sport. Soon, various local newspapers were looking for Murtaza to document this incredible and ingenious idea. It was through one of these reports that the incredible story of this child reached the ears of none other than Lionel Messi himself. The Argentine star was so moved by the story of his young fan that he decided to do something for him. Using one of his representatives in the country, Messi managed to locate and send Murtaza an official Argentine national team jersey, autographed by several players. He also sent the Barcelona uniform, the Spanish team where Messi played at the time, and a new ball so that he could keep playing football. It seemed completely unbelievable. Murtaza had fulfilled one of his biggest dreams. This alone proves how football can work miracles. However, the biggest surprise of that child's life was yet to come. That photo of a boy wearing an improvised Argentine jersey had left such an impression on Messi that he didn't forget Murtaza. When Barcelona went to Doha, Qatar, to play a friendly match with the local team, the number 10 of the Argentine national team arranged to meet the young boy. And so, Murtaza embarked on a journey of more than 3,000 kilometers to fulfill his greatest dream. On December 12, 2016, he met his idol Lionel Messi. Besides being able to talk to him in person, Murtaza was also invited to watch the match at the stadium and got to meet several other famous players from the Barcelona squad. In fact, he had the incredible opportunity to step onto the field holding hands with Messi. Murtaza surely became one of the happiest people in the world. After all, he had achieved two of his biggest dreams. Just a few days ago, he was a child playing with his ball while wearing an improvised Argentine national team uniform made from a plastic bag, and now he was standing next to one of the greatest players of all time. Truly, this is something that will never leave Murtaza's mind. But unfortunately, not everything in this story is good news. As I mentioned at the beginning, the place where Murtaza lived was often the scene of conflicts involving the Taliban group, which simply hated football. And as Murtaza became famous because of his incredible story, he began to be a target of that organization. The boy's mother, named Chafika, said they received various threats and noticed strange things happening. For instance, she mentioned that sometimes it seemed like someone was watching their house at night, and they received indirect threats. All of this, of course, made Murtaza's parents very worried about their son's safety. To protect him, they had to take him out of school because they were afraid someone would kidnap him. Chafika mentioned that several criminals in the city thought Messi had given them money, and that's why they wanted to kidnap Murtaza to demand a ransom. But soon, the situation would get even worse. Not long after, they received news that some Taliban members were determined to kidnap Murtaza. Faced with this terrible threat, that family couldn't just stand still and wait for the worst to happen. So, Chafika, along with her son, had to flee, leaving everything behind, including the gifts he had received. As far as we know, the two of them are now safe. They live in a city called Kabul, where they are being protected by the Afghan government. Murtaza's father still lives in their old house, where he guards Lionel's gifts with all his might. Furthermore, despite all the difficulties he's going through, Murtaza continues to play football every day because he now has another dream he wants to achieve, that of becoming a football player as great as Messi. I think we all agree that when it comes to fulfilling dreams, this boy has a lot of experience. According to some unofficial information, Messi promised the boy that when he turned 15, he would take him to Europe to become a player. Certainly, this motivates him even more to keep fighting to achieve everything he desires. And of course, in addition to praising the great courage of this child, we also have to commend Messi for being a star both on and off the field. So, if you could meet only one personal idol, who would it be? Thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.